Okay, so in the previous session, what we have done it just only introduction, introductory portion we have done. Basically, see here, this particular session should be for NEET as well as JEE, but then unfortunately we are not having that much topic to start the session for NEET as well as JEE. So for the same, what we will do, I will start up with the same chapter and will continue the chapter for board, and let me finish few topics of this particular chapter of simple basic concepts of chemistry, and then directly will be moving towards the JEE as well as the NEET. Okay, so let us start the session. The topic is development of chemistry, how the chemistry it has been developed. Okay, how the chemistry it has been developed, that is what the development of the chemistry. So let us see that chemistry as we understand it today is not very old discipline. The what we understand it today, that it is not the very old, means ये पुराना subject नहीं है. Today we understand the chemistry in such a way that so chemistry was not studied for its own sake, rather it came up as a result of search for two interesting things. What are these two interesting things? Let us see that. The first one, that is the philosopher's stone, that is Paras, which would convert all baser metals, for example, iron and copper, into the gold. Maybe you have heard in Gujarati there is a કહેવત. ગુજરાતીમાં એક કહેવત છે, પારસ પાણીનો સંપર્ક થવાથી પથ્થર પણ સોનું બની જાય છે. બરાબર? So like that, the philosopher's stone, it was the Paras, which would convert all baser elements. There are few baser elements which they have taken. They have selected iron, that is Fe, copper, that is Cu. Both this Fe and Cu, they have converted into the gold. Then the second thing, very interesting thing, it was elixirs of life, which would grant immortality. See, nobody is immortal, means nobody can live life for so huge, means immortal. Okay, it is not so. Then how the life is taking place, how we live the particular life, and how our body responds to the ages. Okay, this was the two interesting search, from where the people they have started studying the chemistry. Okay, after that people in ancient India, those who were the philosopher, in Hindi we used to say tatvagnani. So the philosophers of India already had the knowledge of many scientific phenomena much before the advent of modern science. Means it is not so that only other philosophers they were knowing about the chemistry. even the Indian philosopher, they were also having the great knowledge of the chemistry. Okay, they were also having the great knowledge of the chemistry, and they were knowing the modern chemistry also. There were few logics and important things of modern chemistry which today we used to study. Okay, they were having the few knowledge about this modern chemistry also. Okay, they applied that knowledge in various walks of life. See, generally what they used to do it. See, although we used to study the chemistry, I can understand it. Okay, but then the two important things. One, that is what we used to study. Generally, we are not applying anywhere till now. Whatever the mathematics and science which you have studied till 10th standard, generally in our mentality is what is that we are not applying what we used to study, that we are not applying. Just we used to study just for the study sake of the study, we are not applying. Okay, and because of that, the our students, they are, you can say, I cannot say that is they are the weak. Okay, but they are not much competent because of that reason. Okay, if they started studying based on its applications, okay, then it is very much important. So these scientists or the philosopher, whatever we say, so in India, before so many years ago, they were having the knowledge, and these knowledge of science or the chemistry, they were using it in their day to day life. Okay, although we are using it, but then we are not aware. Okay, so they were aware both the thing. They have knowledge as well as they were applying it in day to day life. Okay, so they applied that knowledge in various walks of the life. Chemistry developed mainly in the form of alchemy and electrochemistry. Alchemy and electrochemistry during 1300 in 1600 CE. This was, you can say, when it has been developed in 1300 1600 CE. Modern chemistry took a shape in the 18th century, specifically where it has been developed in Europe. Okay, after a few centuries, means not in the 18th century, after that, of alchemical traditions which were introduced in Europe by Arabs. So this is quite what we used to study, that is the history of chemistry. Generally, students, they don't like the subject of history. Okay, but why? Because it possesses lot many facts and which they have to remember it. So this is quite like that. Okay, how the development of chemistry, it has been taken place in history. Okay. Yes. Now, the other cultures, especially the Chinese, the culprit of, we can say that the COVID-19. Okay, the Chinese as well as the Indian had their own alchemical traditions, means that they do possess their own traditions. Okay, this included much knowledge of the chemical processes and the techniques. They were having very good knowledge of chemical processes, the how chemical reaction is taking place. Suppose if I say magnesium, it can interact with oxygen and they can form magnesium oxide. And then we need to do balancing, that is stoichiometric calculation, chapter number 1, 10 standard. So they were having the knowledge of chemical processes as well as the techniques, which techniques can be used. Okay, who Indian as well as the Chinese. Okay, both. In ancient India, chemistry was called, yes, the Rasayan Shastra. Okay, in previously, before so many years ago, the in ancient chemistry, what name they were beloved? That is Rasayan Shastra. Okay, Rastantra, then Ras Kriya or Ras Vidya. Okay, uh, I use the one common, you can say the sloka, that is Sri Rasayan Devo Namaha. Okay, so people used to call it like Rasayan Devo. Okay, still there are few coaching, few academy, they use this formula. They not the formula, but the slokas. That is the Rasayan Devo Namaha. Okay, so Rasayan Shastra, Ras Tantra, Ras Kriya or Ras Vidya. These are the few names. Okay, the ancient people they used to call the chemistry. Okay, after that it included the metallurgy. Now see in this all what topics it has been included. That is metallurgy. Now metallurgy matlab what? Metallurgy means suppose you have the wherever you are living outside nearby surroundings in the soil. Okay, if any metal is available, suppose gold is available आपके घर के आसपास, सपोज कहीं पे कोई मेटल अवेलेबल है, वो आपको पता चला सोइल में से. Okay, when you have done the digging and then you got that here something like metal is available, and after that you come to know that this metal is gold. So when you are identifying and you're taking out the gold and then you need to purify it directly, you cannot use it. It is in the raw form. Okay. So that study, the purification of the metals, okay, that study is known as a metallurgy. Okay. After that, we have the medicine, manufacture of cosmetics, then glass, dyes, etc., in which these much study it was taking place. Systematic excavations of Mohenjo-daro in Sindh and Harappa in Punjab prove that the story of development of chemistry in India was very old. There is a movie of Mohenjo-daro, okay, of Hrithik Roshan. If you have seen that, in that also they have shown that how metals it has been molded. So means different metallurgical methods it has been shown in that movie. Okay, so it is not so that the chemistry is a new subject. Okay, it is the older one. Okay, because means why? Because see, you can see these all are the incidents and it is the history. Okay, so in the history if the chemistry is available, then you can come to know that the subject is not the new, it is the fundamental. Okay, so that's what the I have said at the starting also, it is the root subject. Okay, chemistry is not the new subject, it is the root subject, means very basic. Then archaeological findings show that bagged bricks were used in the construction work. Bagged bricks. Maybe somebody is, suppose if anybody is like potterman, means kumbhar. Okay, then they have the strategy to back, means they do have the furnace. Okay, in Gujarati we used to call it as a bhatti. Okay, and where brick formation is taking place, जहाँ पे brick बनती है. Okay, so that place if you will go, okay, then the center there is a furnace bhatti. Okay, and then outside of them, outside of that they have kept the, they have arranged the stack of bricks. Okay, were used in the construction work, and then they used to bag. Okay, so when they have done the backing of it, okay, after that this brick can be used in the construction work. Okay, after that it shows the mass production of pottery, which can be regarded as the earliest chemical process, pottery, in which the materials were mixed and molded and subjected to the heat by using the fire to achieve the desirable qualities. Means which kind of the quality they need. Okay, based on that they have converted, they have molded the materials in that. Okay, so the molding process was there. So this was the once again the chemical process. Okay, after that remains of glazed pottery have been found in Mohenjo-daro. Means there were few findings of the world. They have got the few things, okay, from the history, civilization, that is from the Mohenjo-daro. Okay, like pottery, glazed pottery, they have got it. Then gypsum cement has been used in the construction work. It contains, now see, the question can be asked, gypsum cement, what they contain? It contains lime, sand, and traces of CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate. CaCO3, that is the calcium carbonate. Okay, limestone, you can call it as a limestone. Okay, then Harappans made fans a shot glass which was used in the ornaments. See, these all were the findings of world in the subject of chemistry, which we used to read it. See, I'm not explaining anything. I used to read it. Okay, they melted and fogged a variety of objects from the metals such as lead, silver, gold, and copper. Now, see the symbols you should aware. That is the lead, that is Pb, plumbum. Then silver, that is Ag. Gold, that is Au. Then the copper, that is Cu. Okay, so from this metal they have molded this metal, then they have formed so many materials from it. Okay, after that they improved the hardness of copper for making artifacts by using the arsenic, tin and arsenic. Okay, see here the tin as well as the arsenic they have used to improvise the quality of copper. They have made more hard. Okay, a number of glass objects were found in Musky in South India, 1900 BC, and Hastinapur and Taxila in Taxila in North India in 1000 to 200 BC. Means they have finded the materials which has been made up of the glass. Okay, from these places in India. Then the glass and glazes were colored by addition of the coloring agents like metal oxides. So the coloring agents to color it, they have used the metal oxides. Okay, and the metal oxides, you are aware, the MO we can call it. Okay, MXOY means here X and Y, it may be any integer. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may be anything. Okay. After that, copper metallurgy in India dates back to the beginning of chalcothelic cultures in the subcontinent. Copper metallurgy, where the purification of copper it has been taken place. So copper metallurgy process when it has been started when the chalcothenic cultures were there in the subcontinent. There are much archaeological evidences to support the view that technologies for extraction of copper and iron were developed indigenously. So means chalcothenic cultures they have developed the extraction. The find means extraction means to take out the copper and the iron. Okay. Then, according to Rig Veda, tanning of leather and dyeing of cotton were practiced during 1000 to 400 BC. Leather is there. Now, if you wanted to soft the leather, okay, then you need to do the tanning, okay, and that is in the industry. It has been taken place. Okay, dyeing means color, to apply the color. Okay, and this dyeing it has been developed by using the cotton. Okay, after that, the golden gloss of the black polished wood of northern India could not be replicated and is still a chemical mystery. There are few chemical mysteries there which today also they have not able to explain. Like here they have mentioned what, but I can say that the iron stump in Delhi. Okay, now people used to call it that is it is made up of iron. But then, suppose if iron is exposed with the oxygen and humidity, okay, then it will be rusted. Okay, but then in this iron rod, there is no rusting. The question is that why the rusting is not taking place. So, from the throughout the world, so many scientists they came over that place and they've checked, but then they were not able to solve the mystery, okay, of chemistry. These were indicate that the mastery within which kiln the temperatures could be the control, temperature control. Then Kautilya, these also you need to remember Kautilya's Arthashastra describe the production of salt from the sea. How the salt that is common salt that is NaCl is produced from the sea. So there the Kautilya's Arthashastra it has been explained us. A vast number of statements and the material described in the ancient Vedic literature can explain so many things to us. Okay. So see in the history, whatever we have studied, okay, that are the basics of the modern scientific findings for the chemistry subject. Okay, भूतकाल में जो पढ़े हैं ठीक है उसमें हम डेवलपमेंट ला रहे हैं and that makes the modern chemistry. So the copper utensils, iron, gold, silver ornaments and the terracotta disc are painted. A grey pottery have been found in many archaeological sites in the North India. Then the new findings, Susruta, Charak and Susrut. Maybe in the Sanskrit you have studied this. Charak Samhita. Likewise, the name is there, and the writer of that is Charak and Susrut. Like the maybe name is there. Charak Samhita. Charak Samhita explains the importance of alkalis, that is base. When the base you dissolve in water, it will become the alkali. Okay. So I wanted to know that the one basic difference between the base and water that you can note it down that in books they use two different words. Somewhere they use the word basic and somewhere they use the word that is alkalis. So what is the basic difference between both of these? Why they use sometime basic and why they use alkalis? Both are same? Then no, both are not same. When base is dissolved in water, it will become the alkali. Okay, but when base is without water, anhydrous form, then it will become the basic. We are using the word basic. Okay, so this is what the basic difference between the basic and alkalis. Okay, the word itself. So they explain the importance of alkalis. The Charak Samhita mentions ancient Indians who knew that how to prepare sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and the oxides of copper. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, that is HNO3, okay, and oxides of copper, that is copper oxide, tin and zinc, and the sulfates of copper, zinc, and iron, and the carbonates of lead and iron. All these things, the Charak Susrut Samhita, they explain this in Charak Samhita. It has been written, it has been mentioned. Okay, so means ancient Indians, they were knowing about all this, how to prepare it. Okay, then the next session, that is the Rasopnisada, describes the preparation of gunpowder mixer, how to gunpowder mixer, how to prepare it. That Rasopnisada was aware. Then Tamil text also describe the preparation of fireworks using the sulfur, charcoal, saltpeter. Now saltpeter is what? It is a potassium nitrate, that is KNO3. KNO3. Then mercury and camphor, that is Fatakadi camphor is. Okay, so all these things they have described Rasopnisada. Okay, so how in the Indian Vedic culture the chemistry is involved, that we are studying. Okay, then Nagarjuna was the great Indian scientist. Great Indian scientist. He was reputed chemist, means very well famous, an alchemist and a metallurgist. His work was Rasnukar, deals with the formation of, see, deals with the formation of mercury compounds, how the mercury compound is going to form. See, mercury is very poisonous. The symbol is Hg. Okay. He was also discussed that methods for the extraction of the metals like gold, silver, tin, and copper. How to extract this. Okay. He was aware that. A book, make it underline, Rasavnan, appeared around 800 C. Discusses the uses of various furnaces, bhatti, ovens, and crucibles for different purposes. Crucible is like a pot which is made up of the chinai mitti. Okay, it describes the methods by which the metals could be identified by the flame color. Even he has explained that how to know which metal is there. Suppose you have the metal rod, okay, and then you wanted to identify which metal it is. So when you burn it, okay, by the color of flame, which color flame it is giving, okay, based on that you can come to know that which metal it is. Okay, in 11th or I don't, maybe yes, in practical it is available. Okay, in the practical, by the flame test is there, by that you can come to know that which metal it is. Okay, so we'll be keeping it till here. Okay, in this if you have any doubts then you can ask. Okay, कुछ भी doubt हो तो आप question पूछ सकते हो.